Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, May the 18th, 2023. Thursday, May the 18th. Okay. Well, Robert tracks down Holly. He goes back to the Savoy and he's telling Holly that I want to know what kind of business do you have going on with Wu? I want to know. What are you into, Holly? So she goes, well, Robert, let's talk in private, Robert. Still can't do Holly right. So I'm gonna stop. So they go to to the pier when they talk. And I thought, well, doggone it, Robert, you're the district attorney in your office private. Close the door. You kissing her all in it, you're sitting on a dock. So a pier, dock really. So anyway, they have their little heart to heart, and Holly is trying to pull out the heavy hitters because she's still saying, "Oh no, she's got history. She won up in Diane, right? I love you, Robert." She's never stopped loving him, but there are things in her life that she would rather shield him from because he's the district attorney. I'm sorry, law enforcement, legal enforcement, upholding the law. And she goes, and I live and he goes, yeah, you will blur the lines. You will, oh, no, it's called play fast and loose with the law, fast and very loose with it. And so she goes, I always have, Robert, and I always will. But they could, kind of like keep their lives separate. I've got to help Ethan. She tells him about Ethan and his surmounting debt. And she has to do something to come up with a large sum of money. Now he doesn't keep all of it. He steals money steals money from the wealthy. They haven't a lot to throw around. That makes it okay. He only keeps a little for himself. He donates it to charity. I could give you a whole list of charities I'm thinking as if that's gonna make it right, Holly. And now see his stealing has risen to this level that he obviously can't handle on his own. So she's taking it upon herself to clear his debts. And she says, I will do whatever I have to do to protect Ethan, to make sure he's safe. So she's going to go out and do whatever she needs to do, whether it's fast and loose with the law or not. And so Robert, actually, after all that, and he told her, what, Holly, I'm going to always love you. But the truth is, we're not compatible with one another. And I'm thinking, yes, he has come to his senses. And she kind of looked at him like, what? Like, you're not going to accept me for me? You're not going to let me go off on a thieving mission for a few months to scam and swindle somebody to pay my son's debts? These are gambling debts. These are swindling debts, con debts that Ethan has racked up. She pays those debts off. Ethan still isn't going to stop. That is him. This is what he does. So she is going to forever be out there trying to clean up his mess. And she's okay with that. Holly is okay with that. They love that. She loves that kind of stuff, right? And so Robert said, you know what? Our lives just aren't compatible. And perhaps it's just not you and I are not meant to be. But I will always be here for you, Holly. I will always be here for you. Because she goes, I got you to compromise with the burning of that cabin and the, whisking me away. He broke her out of police custody. Come on now. And he suffered no consequences behind that. Okay, hello, Robert. That was you. So anyway, she looked sadly. Well, I guess this is it. I guess this is it. She's leaving. And he goes, wait, you're leaving so soon? She goes, well, there's no reason to stay. Ain't no reason to stay. I couldn't jerk you around just by giving you a few kisses, have you faint, Robert. I can't have you, since you're not going to do that, I got to get back on the lam, put my maid outfit on, or whatever she's going to do. She's like, yeah, she's going to leave right away. So I thought, okay, there's that was Emma Sands 2 weeks back on the show, but I have to admit, this 2 weeks was better than, to me, the last 2 weeks she was on the show, the last time she was on the show. I actually enjoyed her better this time on the show. So that's it for Holly, And then we have, let's see, we have, everybody's taking the DNA test. Curtis goes first, and then Taggart goes, and then Trina goes last. Spencer takes her there, and Taggart and Portia talk in her office. And Portia, what's she gonna do now? She's talking to Taggart about Trina. But anyway, they get back into that. They leave with them talking. So that pretty. Oh no, this was the sad part. Oh, touched my little heart. Even though we already know that was going to happen. Molly does have endometriosis, advanced case of it. And they're getting ready to do more of an in-depth testing to see just truly how bad the scarring is and everything. Or actually they did the test, I think, and then the doctor came back. But she goes, there are other procedures we can do to do some more determinations, but the way it's looking, that the overgrowth has progressed to such an amount that she won't be able to conceive. She won't be able to conceive. And boy, poor Molly. Oh, my heart broke for her. I was a little teary-eyed. Because, she's talking to TJ, and she says, I've never been conventional. I didn't even know if I really wanted children until we decided we wanted to have a baby. She says, but now that I know the possibility is just ripped away from me. Oh, she's God. I was like, oh, poor Molly. We already know that we're getting ready to do a surrogate storyline with you and your sister, Christina. We know that. Christina's going to carry your baby, because now they're discussing alternatives and how they can have a family. But yeah, my heart broke for her. I felt really, really sad for Molly. But you know what? We already know we got to have some kind of storylines popping in and going from there. So let's see. Curtis and Jordan. Okay, because Curtis comes back to the Savoy, and Jordan comes in, and she's talking to Curtis, and she says she knew they were taking the DNA test, and she was there to find out how is he. She was there for him, right? And so they're talking, and next thing we know, they lip locking. They're kissing. And I said, uh-oh, here we go. There we go. I can't say who I liked better together. I liked Curtis and Jordan, but it was the other actress that played Jordan that I really kind of liked with Curtis. I don't like Portia, but I kind of got used to Portia and Curtis. So I'm really not married to either pair. I have no true preference on who Curtis should be with and who Curtis should not be with. I do like the way that the writers did not make Curtis, because like he walked away from Jordan. I like the way they still are having Curtis be just as stubborn and strict and straight lined about lying to him. Because see, he has not run back. He has not run back to Portia in the least. So, okay. At least they're making her sweat it. They're making her suffer for that if and when he chooses to come back to her. So that pretty much was it for General Hospital. We don't have a whole lot of movement. I mean, goodness, Willow surgery should be over and, but they're moving this whole week slow, the rest of this week. So that was it. That's it. And I'll be back for another episode, Friday's episode of General Hospital.